Yo, friends, what is up? Hello, welcome in. As I said in Discord, I'm like just the tiniest bit addicted to. Ooh, what did I press? I'm not sure what happened over there. As I was saying, addicted to like this Endwalker content. So change of plans. Instead of pop up dungeon today, oh, doing a bit of this, hanging out with Scarrail. Uh, no, we have to do this one, which is talk to a person over here. Oh my lord, this poor alchemist. I love these elephant people. Ooh, what's happened? Ooh, voice cutscene. I hope the alchemist is okay.
Their dress marks them as alchemists. I see no evidence of injury or poison.
Thinkest thou they but slumber?
I believe so. Whether it is by choice is another question entirely.
Oh, we have guests. You must excuse the poor welcome. Long days and longer nights have taken their toll, as you
Oh
can see.
no. What happened to them?
I am Vashan, servant to the satrap.
Hi,
My
friend.
task was, in fact, to wake these good men and women, if you will allow.
I'm not gonna stop you.
People of the great work, I come bearing new scales.
Scales?
Thank God she's alive. Oh, up and at 'em.
Yes, my friends. Gather round. I have them right here.
Hell yeah. I don't know why we need scales, but like they seem happy.
Now I can continue my experiment.
Many thanks.
One for me. Those are dragon scales.
Yes, such materials are vital to their most pressing research.
And we are fortunate to have them. Our experiments are so close to bearing fruit.
I wish you luck.
Soon we will have a talisman capable of nullifying the etheric emissions from that accursed tower.
Oh, I definitely give you luck.
Did I say something wrong? Are you not here with Varshan? Wait, who are you people? Of course. You're the one Kryl sent. The warrior of light. We've been...
Well, that's me.
Ah, this is a day of celebration. Praise be to Cinderova.
The winds have shifted. I feel it. The end to our toil is near.
I hope so.
I feel it too. My head hasn't been this clear in days.
Good to hear, friend.
Tell me, how did you acquire those scales?
Curious that it concerns you so. But worry not. They were freely given by the dragon with whom our satrap has forged a lawful pact.
Hmm? Interesting.
That is well. You must be quite familiar with Dragonkin, yes?
He is a dragoon.
Is this their congealed blood I see on your weapon?
Yes.
Speaking of dragon blood, you yourself have been infused with it, have you not?
Ooh, the scientists have got him.
To draw a file or two, if so.
Now, see here. Come along, come along. I must insist that you visit.
Stay away from Astinian.
Cease your shoving, or so help me.
Poor man.
Oh dear, your poor companion. What with the new scales and your timely arrival, my colleagues are a little giddy with excitement. No harm will come to him, I promise. Meanwhile, shall we find a quiet place to talk? As you may have guessed, I am Nidana, the alchemist who sent the request to your Mistress Kryl.
Hello.
We have workshops across the nation collaborating on this research project. But it is here, at the great work, where I collate our results. Come with me, all of you, and I can explain the crux of the situation.
What happened to poor Astinian? Oh, we need to talk to this person. Alright, let's return to the music. Oh, there's a gatherer. Oh, Nidhana, hello. Oh, no voice cutscene. Allow me to thank you for answering our call. Many towers have appeared around the world, and we are grateful that you would assist us with ours. Though Kryl herself is tied up with another investigation, Skarail is an eminently capable substitute. Oh, excuse me. And we will spare no effort to aid you. So, if I understand correctly, you seek to make talismans that can nullify etheric emissions? Indeed we do. As you know, the tower emits vast concentrations of ether. One cannot go anywhere near it without being tempered. As such, we only study the tower from afar, and are powerless to deal with it in any consequential way. In order to strike back, the Strap bade us alchemists create enchanted talismans. Talismans that allow our soldiers to venture into the tower, even should they lack innate protection. Could such a thing be possible? Admittedly, we are still in the midst of testing, but we are quite confident. Even prior to this, our people have long pursued countermeasures against the etheric corruption of primals. Of the methods tested to date, those utilizing dragon scales proved the most promising. Oh, very good. Owing to their etheric density, the scales are highly resistant to disruptive forces. The mightier the dragon, the greater the resistance. We seek to amplify this protective property through our alchemy. Ooh. Thanks to the scales provided by His Excellency, we've been able to make steady progress on the talisman. Soon, we will be ready to conduct a field test. And here is where you and your blessing of light come in. Oh, I like this middle one. I do want to know what you need me to do. The tone of it, like, a little bit off, but whatever. Ah! Nothing complicated, I assure you. We ask that you serve as an escort. I will explain in great detail later, but you will be venturing into the tower's field of influence. And so, for your own safety, I would first test how well your blessing shields you. With your permission, of course. Of course. In that case, Urianger and I will find other ways to make ourselves useful. Seeing as you all work to the point of collapse, I suspect you would do with more hands. We would be grateful for any assistance you can provide. If you are ready, then let us put your blessing to the proof. If you exit the great work and turn south, there will be a hill to the right. I will meet you at the top after seeing to some preparations. Roger that. Alright, does the town... No more etheric currents. I should probably have done this. Southeast. Where's my... Yeah. How do we... I think this is the way out? Nope. Not through there. Gosh, I forgot about having an inability to fly. Oh, is it through here? Looks like it. East. Direct. These rocks look cool. Oh my god, giant chickens. Adorable. None of that. Etheric compass. So we're looking for like a little swirl of green. Alright, looks like there are none near to us. We'll head towards the mission then. Oh no, I don't need that one. This is the towers they were talking about, by the way. Don't be fooled, they may look cool, but they are super evil. I hope you didn't have trouble finding this place or climbing the hill. Not all are accustomed to the physical strain. It's okay, I had like this mechanical hand, just like lifted me up. It was easy. I give you the fruit of our sweat, tears, and many a sleepless night. The drunken depart. A dipa is a lantern presented to the gods as an offering. Taking inspiration from the tradition, we created this device to test the talisman's efficiency. Upon activation, it will move a certain distance before emitting a powerful blast of ether. In lieu of corruption, those lacking sufficient protection will experience severe ether sickness. Oh, not again. This test you will be exposed 4 times. That should be enough to ascertain your blessing's protective capability. Please begin whenever you're ready. We shall be observing from a safe distance. Commencing etheric exposure testing. Repeat. Commencing. Follow the lead and try not to fall behind. Man, this thing is slow. Ooh, please stand back. No. I have to stand close to you. Maybe I do have to stand back? Oh. You are struck by a powerful blast of ether, but suffer no ill effects. Alright. Test 2, Electric Boogaloo. Meow. Ready to discharge, please gather near. Oh, still no ill effects. I don't get why it needs to walk, but sure. Like, obviously, the first time was to get out of range of the researchers. Still no ill effects. The Blessing of Light appears to be keeping me safe from harm. Nice. One more time. Kaboom. Hell yes. Completely unscathed. Etheric exposure test concluded. Please collect and deliver me to the supervising alchemist. Congratulations on retaining your composure and your humors. My humors? You mean my stomach? I brought you a little thingy back. Here you go. Ah, you have returned, and not on your knees, a promising sign. But come, let's take the deeper off your hands. Thank you. I shall replenish its ether for when we test the talisman. So, no dizziness or nausea or anything of the sort? You're feeling perfectly fine? Yep. Then the strength of your blessing is beyond a doubt. There is no risk that the tower will corrupt your ether. With this, we can request your aid for the task ahead with easy hearts. Hell yes. You are a capable warrior too, are you not? Would you be amenable to assisting me with another errand? Sure thing. You see, our talisman requires the use of a special ink, but we have exhausted our stores of the key ingredient to use it, spirit weed. The herb grows not far from here, and I would go to harvest some. With the bit, but I would like to go harvest some. With the recent space of kidnappings, however, I probably would have added a but in there. We, Araxoda, travel alone at our peril. Will you not come with me as my escort? I would compensate you for your troubles, of course. Well, I'd go even if you weren't compensating me. I am in your debt. Without further ado, let us head to Karjal's footsteps. It is situated on the road which runs east of the Great Work. Alright. Off we go. These rocks are really fucking pretty. Around this one? Oh, I should, actually, no. We'll see if the white mage needs them. I figured as much, but like, my other class is fairly stocked. Decent. And decent this one. Oh, I see what's happened. Do I press? Interesting. Obvious, like, being kind of weird, champ. Hey friend, I'm here. Sorry I took a while. I may simply be imagining it, but I feel as though we're being followed. Look out, Scarell! Oh, no, none of that. Like, keep these nerds stunned. God, Holy looks so pretty. Gods, but that gave me a fright. To think that the moment I ventured outside the safety of the work. Thank the sisters I asked you to come with me. You're all right, I hope. Didn't lay a finger on me. Good, good. Come on then. It isn't far now. Just through these pillars and up the rise. Alright, off we go. Chat, I don't want to have to go to the dentist tomorrow. But like, my teeth be so shit. And my dentist be so good at dentistry. Oh, wait, where's... Northwest. Oh, it's in there somewhere. I wonder if that's where we're headed. Here we are. Kaja's footsteps. Oh, is that? Excuse me a second, chat. I'll just mute you. There was like some fluff on my mic still. Getting in my nose. Yuck. Kajaya was a great dancer, and those who follow in her, well, you know, they come to this place to train and dedicate their dance to their ancestors. Oh, cool. A happy benefit of this is that spirit weed grows here in abundance. I will set about harvesting it once, and if you would be so good as to stand guard, the kidnappers aren't likely to return soon. But better safe than sorry. So true. I've got you, queen. This is pretty. Look at it go. So industrious. Nothing coming. Yo, those are some really cool fountains.
Hardly anyone has been allowed in or out since our troubles with the tower. The faithful citizens huddle inside the city walls, and commerce has all but ground to a standstill.
Oh no.
The satrap, the trials he must be facing.
Do you trust him?
Completely. Without the satrap and his line, Rajadhan would not exist. Long ago, this island was home to two tribes of Matanga, the Gajasura and the Arkasodra. When the Aura came to these shores, it was the Arkasodra with whom they joined forces. Together they defeated the warlike Gajasura, forcing them to flee Thavnair altogether. Peace and prosperity reigned for a time, until a clan of Hjor from the mainland decided they wanted the island for themselves.
Oh, that won't do.
It was a direct ancestor of the present satrap who arbitrated that conflict and welded the warring factions into the nation we know today.
Oh, that's good.
And ever since, a member of that esteemed lineage has inherited this somewhat unique position. You see, by and large, the state is run by the people, but when problems arise, it is the satrap who mediates a solution.
That seems like a legit
The
strategy.
stability provided by the satrap is what has allowed Rajadhan to thrive all these years. And it was the satrap himself who entrusted us with this duty. We will not fail him, nor our countrymen.
Hell yes.
What is the delay with the vessel? I told you I need to adjust those ratios.
Such busy scientists. Oh, is that Fandaniel?
All this way to admire one of my splendid towers, and what do I find? Fools attempting to ward off its tempering influence with magic trinkets. I seem to recall a similar experiment in ages past. What was that man's name? Oh, something. Owen?
Another body, another time. Who could be expected to remember every trivial detail? Allowing them to construct such handy talismans would be counterproductive to my plans.
Oh, you leave those scientists alone, Fan Daniel.
I find myself deathly curious. How will they manage this feat with the limited knowledge and resources at their disposal? Complications be damned, for we cannot escape the nature of our souls. And I, as ever, am my own worst enemy.
Oh, you poor thing. How awkward for you. I have enough spirit weed to last us a good while. Thank you for keeping watch. Let us head back to the great work, shall we? Sure. I don't think we can get down there. No, please stay away from me. Man, not being able to fly is so weird. Whoop. Music back. I also had to spend like 10 minutes readjusting one of my lights last night because it desynced for some reason. It was such a hassle. I'm like, excuse me, please talk to my Wi-Fi. And then it refused to. And then I'm like, but what if I do it from my phone? And then it worked. So that was cool. Weird, but like cool. I would expect nothing less from Elgato to be the weirdest thing that I need. Squirrel, thanks again for your assistance. With your help, we're that little bit closer to completing our talisman. This isn't much, but please accept it as a token of my gratitude. Oh, no, that's too much. It's okay. I'll just take the experience. We're almost level... What, is that 89 or 88? 88. Ooh, 2 more levels. If you'll excuse me, I shall return to my work on the talisman. Ah, you're back. Excellent. I have a message for you, Mistress Nidhana. It would seem the stores of Giant's Gall are running low. What? But when I last looked, there were still plenty. I suspect that was before Urianja told everyone about their tempering cure, and Estinian shared his knowledge of dragons. Your peers have since been inspired to fashion a number of new talisman prototypes. I see. Well, if it leads to new possibilities, then far be it from me to complain, but we will need to replenish our stores. Do you want me to go? I would be happy to tend to this if you would like. As much as I appreciate the offer, my dear boy, I can't in good conscience send you out there alone while the kidnappers are at large. Scarrail, loath though I am to press another task on you so soon, might I ask you to fetch the Giant's Gall? Sure thing. In case you're not familiar, Giant's Gall is a type of ore found on the island. Owing to its hardness and ethereal conductivity, it has applications in many disciplines, alchemy not least of all. The quarry where it is found, aptly named Giant's Gold Grounds, isn't far away, so it shouldn't take much of your time. May we impose of you once more? Sure thing, Queen. You can trust me. Thank you. Upon arriving at the grounds, please seek out a man named Zenuia. He will furnish you with ore. At the very least, permit me to accompany you. It so happens I have an errand of my own that will take me to the outpost nearby. May we borrow a pair of hamster, Mistress Nidal? By all means, but do try to be patient with them. Those that survived are still in training. I will bring the hamster to the entrance. Please meet me there when you are ready. Sure thing, kiddo. I'm something of a miner myself. Alright, I assume we should go talk to this person to get an ethereal current. Can we just like jump into the water? Jalamook. Hi, friend. Yep. Alright, we do this one. Want to get flying as soon as humanly possible. I wonder if that's the direction we're heading with this quest. Oh my god, are we riding these little things? Here are our hamsters, Scorel. Creatures look familiar. It's because they are close kin to your Eorzean dodos. Hamster have long been kept as livestock in Thavnir, and many a hatchery may be found here. Alas, the largest of these was recently raised by monsters from the tower. On account of said hatchery being situated near the tower, the Radiant Host repurposed its remnants as an outpost. Damn. That is where my errand takes me, and your own destination is but a stone throw away. If you would have no objections, let us first make for the outpost. We set forth on your word. Alright, let's go. You are ready then? Let us depart. You need only ride and relax. My bird and I will take the lead. Yours... It's so small. Let us be off. Oh, they do have a wobbling gate. I didn't think they would fit us, but like, here we go. The spectacular formation stretching out over the water is... Oh, it's the sword wielded by the man you saw against Murra before it was cast down. Cool. Alright, we're going in the opposite direction. Yep. There's the tower. Almost there. Oh, we went into a new area as well. I don't see how these things like support our weight on these spindly little legs. And here we are. Manned by the Radiant Host, this outpost is our first line of defense against the tower. Oh, the Radiant Host is a good thing. Gotcha. Well, well, who should it be than young Varshan? On an errand for a satrap? I am. His Excellency bade me come collect your report. He also wished to express his heartfelt gratitude to the brave men and women of the Radiant Host for their unflagging dedication. We simply do our duty, but we are honored to receive His Excellency's regard. Yo, this armor is cute. And yet, for his boundless benevolence, his treatment of one so young could be regarded as callous. Though we have enjoyed the relatively peace and calm in these last few days, this remains the front line of battle. No place for children. Your predecessor too often travelled alone. It's been, 2 years now since you took over? I wonder how the fellow is. I'm right here. I'm with this child. Like those before him, he went on to represent the satrap in foreign lands. Wherever he may be now, I am certain he is well. As for myself, I assure you that all I do of my own volition, and gladly I pray you do not think ill of His Excellency. Certainly not, lad. Whatever happens, my faith in the satrap is unwavering, but I still worry for you. We will be overcome with sadness if something were to befall you, for you are as a little brother to us all. Take care, you hear? I will, Nabadine. Thank you. Is that it? Yeah, that is a tail. I guess it has like an armor top onto it. And who might this be? Not Hanish by the look of him. Permit me to introduce Skrael Niktar of the Aeolsian contingent, come to assist in making the talisman. From Aeolsia, you say? Towers have appeared over to there too, yes? Tell me, what's the situation like? It's grim, friends. It's grim. May I suggest you exchange information with our soldiers? Both parties would stand to learn something of value, I believe. I'm down. An excellent idea. Given the unprecedented nature of the threat, some of ours are understandably anxious. I would be glad for any tidings you can share. You two bring Vishan to the latest report and answer any questions he may have. I will not be reading these 3 things. Just like assuage some doubts. Listen to the people. Get us some information. I want to see something though. I assume this won't be close enough to like trigger. Oh. Oh, it is just like a smaller amount of XP. Finished speaking with the soldiers, have you? I hope it was as lightning for you. Too many clicks, Barry. Calm down. Amidst the dearth of information, everyone will have been grateful for your account. But come, you had best see to your original errand, as mine will keep me here a while longer. However, I'm afraid I cannot guide you the rest of the way. Worry not, the path is straightforward, and you need but follow the road east. Upon the Hansa, you will arrive before you know it. Brief though it was, I enjoyed our time together. Till we meet again. Ooh, another ride. Sure. Where do we have to go? He did say go east, so. I thought that said Starmie for a second and I was so confused. Going the right direction? Oh, right there. Oop, I see it. No sooner do you arrive at your destination than the hamster dashes off. Sayonara, friend. This is indeed the Giant's Gore Grounds. I am Zeunahu? Zainuha? Zainuha. Is there something you require? Yes. Giant's Call for the alchemists, you say, but of course they shall have it. They labor tirelessly to deal with the tower. 'Tis the least we can do to provide them with the materials they need. Here you are, a sack of the purest Giant's Gall. We always set some aside for our alchemist friends. When you deliver it, let the good folks of the great work know that we're grateful for their efforts. If they need more, they need but ask. Ooh. Oh, I see. I see a game of Triple Triad. Ooh, all open. I mean, sure, we'll take up here. Yeah, we can take both of anything if they capture this card. Or we just like do this then. No rematch. Maybe later when I need to get all of the cards. I need this. Alright, let's ride home via this place. Can we go down here? No. I think we have to go around the outside. An aether current. Nice. Continue on. I think this is, yeah, travel, aether currents. These are the location ones, I think. Yeah. So we're gonna have to have 5 more of those, and just like so many side quests. Woo. Here's our friend. Destination is known. I just realized how quiet this is. For you guys, at least. Alright, report back to our friend. Any problems? Nope. I guess we return. I thought that was a tree trunk for a hot second. Whew! What a big lad. Nope. Where was I? Is it inside this building? Oh, it is. Alright, chat, real quick, I will be right back. Gonna go for a walk, have a bit of stretch. I would suggest you do too. Thank you all so much for hanging out. And I will see you in a momento. this music. Continue on with our quest. Hello, I return. I swear to God, if that child got kidnapped, I'm gonna be bashing some heads. Welcome back, Scarrail. Dare I hope you have the giant skull? Of course I do. Here you go. Oh my. Such fine specimens! Thank you so much for bringing these. We now have everything we need to make our next prototype. One that should be capable of passing our most rigorous tests. Hell yeah. Chat, does anyone want a snack? When this is ready, it will be time for the true test. So please, take your ease while you can. Alright. Nap time. Ooh. I'm going for a beach walk.
I see our taskmasters have allowed you a moment's respite as well.
You did volunteer.
You have to hand it to these alchemists. They are determined to see this endeavor of theirs succeed.
You love to see that in your scientists. Dedication.
For blind optimism, but I sincerely get the sense they're close to a breakthrough.
They had better be. All this effort was for naught. The peoples of Eorzea, of the Far East. Children of this star united in common cause against a dire threat. Yet ere they succumbed to suicidal madness, were not the Telophoroi born of her body as were we? They who cling to life and the promise of the morrow's dawn, against they who desire death and...
Riantra, I have no idea what you're fucking talking about. Speak like a normal person.
The victors of this war alone will hold the right to answer the question of existence, of its meaning, and its worth.
Poetic and ominous to a fault. That said, if it's an existential debate in nature, then our arguments might not be as persuasive as you'd think.
Mm-hmm.
Fandaniel wants to die and take everyone with him in an orgy of pain and suffering. An utterly vile and unforgivable idea. And yet, when spat upon by fate and wailing in the deepest pit of despair, who among us can say they have not entertained similar thoughts? There are nights black as pitch, bereft of hope, and no words of comfort can reach you. And it's all you can do to grit your teeth and choke back the bile.
The more you see and suffer life's injustices, the more difficult they become to bear. Vengeance is nurtured in similar soil. Though your anger has a broader focus, the sentiment is much the same. A fervent desire to destroy others, to see them drown in torment, as you have.
That about sums it up. The will to endure is not always as strong as the urge to burn it all down and salt the earth. Survival be damned. It's a struggle, often close and brutal.
Indeed. Well, I, for one, shall pray survival proveth more appealing in the end.
As will I. Besides, Our chances are much improved when we've the company of others committed to the cause of life. Our vengeful dragoon here is proof of that.
Ooh, what's up?
What is it? What did you see? Fandaniel, are you sure? If he
Oh
has
no.
been working on a countermeasure.
It holds. The vessel holds. This is the one.
At long last!
Whoop, did they do it? Yo, what's up, Gaming Master? Welcome in, my friend.
Created a talisman strong enough to withstand our experiments.
Hell yes. Well, how are you doing?
We've named it a warding scale for the time being. With this in your possession, your soul should be completely shielded from corruptive ether.
Afforded such protection, any one of us may approach the towers without fear. Thou hast mine admiration. 'Tis an invention of historical significance.
I thank you for your kind words. But I would prefer you keep them unsaid until we test the talisman's efficacy in the field.
True that.
The next stage of our plan that we summoned you in the first place, to accompany me to the Tower of Zot.
You?
If the scale prove effective, as I very much hope it will, then you'll have little to do. But should the effect be weaker than anticipated, I must ask that you restrain me, or knock me senseless.
Oh no, I have a bad feeling. Which one did you get back into, Gaming Master?
Either way, we are fortunate to have you with us.
Nidana, are you certain you wish to do this?
If others are to trust our
That
crew,
sounds like a fun one, though.
faith in them first. And as the senior researcher, it falls to me to lead by example. But should I fail to return, then learn what you can from this attempt and apply it to the next. Our work must continue. Is that clear?
We'll keep an eye on the place while you're away. Assuming Fandaniel is lurking about, there's no telling what mischief he has in mind for us, or you. Be on your guard.
Shall we be on our way? I'll have one of the soldiers at the hatchery prepare us a boat, and we can set out from the northern shore. I'll see you there.
I really hope that this elephant lady doesn't get corrupted. Is the game at least good, or did you just like get sucked in because it's a gacha? No, I don't need to read this guy. It's just a side quest. Thank you for your help. Where are we off to now? North. I mean, that's so fair. If you're the best, you have to keep on playing, right? Whoop, we are done with the cutscene. We can bring back this. Oh, this is a banger. We just like head across the coastline to go north? I wonder. Oh, cool. We can get like extra little dingle experience boost. I don't know if they have Bouja Mix in your country, but like, it's so hecking addictive. I do recommend. Please don't attack me, animals. Ooh. The tower is way more ominous than I thought it was. This is a rather finer boat than I had expected, but I won't complain. All that remains is to board and be on our way. Oh, and if I should become corrupted, do not stay your hand, of course. Pray it does not come to that, but you must protect yourself. Other alchemists can fulfill my role, but you and your blessing are one of a kind, and perhaps our only hope for toppling this tower. For all our sakes, do not hesitate. I wouldn't say it's one of a kind. There are a couple of thousand other people with this blessing. For all our sakes, do not hesitate to do with it what must be done, whatever it may be. Ow. Why is this ear being weird? Oh, it's my weird ear. Of course it's being weird. Well, the longer I draw this out, the more nervous I become. Let's be off.
We should soon cross the threshold of the tower's influence.
Ooh. Oh, talisman's on light.
Any moment now.
Oh,
It's
she's
working.
protected. It's working. Hell yes.
And you are still yourself? Then I'd like to see how it fares closer to the tower if we could.
I don't really want to take that risk, but I guess we have to.
So far, so good. The scale's protection appears to be holding. If we can just make it to the tower's entrance.
This is not the best. I'm getting a bad feeling.
A few more steps.
Alright, can we go, please?
Praise be to the sisters, we made it! And the scale has proven itself to be everything we hoped it would be.
Hallelujah!
Now we can focus on production. Once we've equipped and returned with an entire survey team, this menace will soon give up its secrets.
Hell yes. What? Oh no! Come back! Not another lunar primal. Oh, this place is so creepy.
There we go! There we go!
Oh, do calm down. You'll only hurt yourself thrashing about like that.
Stop! Oh, you can't do this! Please!
No! Save her! Come on, Scarrail! No! Man, he cheated.
A little late for heroics, I'm afraid.
You'll get yours, Van Daniel.
The similarities are striking. My, such hostility! Never before has my artistry so displeased.
I doubt that.
My patrons of old would have positively squealed in delight, though, between you and me, I find gushing praise exhausting.
Oh, you poor thing. What are you talking about?
Allow me to tell you a story. Surely you've yet to hear the one about Fandaniel, the sundered Ascian. I inherited the position and the soul of the Fandaniel who sat on the convocation in the time of the final days, theoretically speaking. Practically speaking, that fact is of no consequence. I was born and lived as, well, me. Eventually, I was recruited into the Ascians and imbued with the former Fandaniel's knowledge and memories, but I never felt that they were truly a part of who I am. How to explain? Perhaps if I told you who I was before my Ascian embrace, although that chapter too is a past I've long since discarded. I have it on good authority you've poked your nose into an elegant ruin or two.
Correct.
Then I expect you've heard of me. The old me.
At your service.
Ooh.
Imagine a nation of unbridled prosperity. Every need met. Day after day of unbroken, unshakable peace. Existence fulfilled and ripe for decay.
You are a genius without peer, Amon. However do you conceive of such delightful experiments? That fool was beside himself with panic when he awoke with the head of a bull. Even his cries for help emerged as so much guttural glowing. Oh, the memory of it. My poor sides. My friends and I were so consumed by laughter we struggled to breathe.
No more than entertainment for bored wastrels ignorant. My all-consuming work.
Calm down, bro.
Their only indulgence.
Ooh.
For they were ever hungry for stimulation, slaves to the slightest hint that amusement was afoot. Our nation was ailing, but I would see the poison purged. I
That's
resurrected
spicy wording there, friend.
and greatest emperor. And just as I had planned, he set our wayward empire back on the path of conquest. An inexhaustible ambition carried us onwards, always onwards. Yet, he who delivered to us such glory was not to be satisfied.
Heed me, Amon. No matter how vast one's empire, or full one's treasure vault, all is rendered meaningless by death.
Calm down, Sunday.
In the end,
I think you're immortal, question mark?
all is lost.
You know as well as I that the Emperor stands to lose this war, and so I have come to claim you. For while your methods leave something to be desired, we cannot deny the results of your work. And as fortune would have it, the seat of Fandaniel, your rightful seat, lies vacant and waiting. Take your place amongst your peers, rather than die a pointless death amidst the ashes of your doomed nation. Send one of your clones to the Crystal Tower that you might see for yourself. See what lies ahead.
Oh no.
The fall of the Empire affirmed the truth, majestic and tragic, as the Emperor foresaw. Scheme as you like, build as you will, nothing endures. What is life but a brief jaunt ending in emptiness?
So easily distracted. Why, I almost left without saying farewell. As for your friend, you needn't worry. These pawns are far more useful to me alive as fuel for the primals. If you attempt to pull them free, they will die. So, enjoy tackling that conundrum with your comrades.
What a bastard.
We shall meet again. Not in one of these minor spires, oh no, but somewhere more suitably grandiose. Your favorite playmate is ever so eager to see you.
You mean Xenos the Reaper? I'm sorry, friend. I don't want to pull you out and kill you. I'll find a way to get you out, though. Excuse me, CG? Holy moly, good morning. Why are you up so early? Also, welcome in. I don't think I finished 3. Let me look at my Steam to remind me. No, we have not finished 3. Oof. Oof, 8:30, that's yikers in the morning. Ah, you have returned. But where is Mistress Nutter? She got stolen. I don't think we were very far in 3, if I recall correctly. But mostly I'm playing this today because I'm having a bunch of fun in the Endwalker story, and didn't want to play. I wanted to play this over Pop-Up Dungeon. Manusea Preserve! Just when we had succeeded in making the talisman. I must report this at once. Meanwhile, please return to the great work. Oh, roger that. Is there an etheric cult to the east? How are you doing this morning, my guy? Northeast. I think it's on top of one of these rocks then. Hell yes. Good to hear. Where are you? 52. Northwest. This way? Oh, there it is, hiding on me. Can I interest you in some bourgeois mix? So good. Alright, almost back to town. Man, I wish there were rocks like this in the real world. That'd be so cool. Wait, did that thing just like shower itself from its tail? What an interesting mechanic. Go through this tunnel. Thancred, I have some bad news. Something's gone awry, hasn't it? What happened? How could you tell? So it was Fandaniel after all. Damn that bastard. I am sure you wanted to do more, but you were right to return here first. We must tread warily lest we endanger Nidhana and the other captives. First, we must inform everyone of the situation, Nidhana's colleagues included. I'll call them together for a gathering, but I would think it would be best if you were the one to explain. Nidhana. Can you answer me this? Though Nidhana is trapped in the tower, she's still alive, yes? Please, can you save her? Then we must take the warding scales, as many as we can. Oh, no, don't be brazen. The prototype works perfectly. This Nidhana proved at peril to herself. So, let us take more scales, that she and all those who were taken might be saved. Aye, as alchemists, this is how we help win the fight! Alright. Pop off kings and queens and in-betweens. Ah, my friends, the satrap has been made aware of the tragedy. He offers his heartfelt condolences and reiterates his pledge to provide you with all that you require. To that end, he bade me give you this link pearl, that he might personally discuss the production on warding scales with you. And for our Aorzean visitors, I bear an invitation. In her report, Mistress Nidhana noted your vital contribution to the talisman's creations. This fact came to the satrap's attention, and in recognition of your deeds, he wishes to meet you. Alright. Wouldn't be the first royalty I've met. In addition to thanking you in person, he would also discuss future avenues of collaboration. And so, if it is agreeable, will you not accompany me to Razadhan for an audience with His Excellency? Sure thing. We should be honored, of course. Closer cooperation between our lands can only benefit all. When it is settled, please come to the gates east of the Giant's Call grounds, and I will show you into the city. Ooh, pause, chap. Off we go. Oh wait, can this Chocobo take us where I want to go? Damn. Alright, I guess we're going there under our own power. I think we need to go this way first. This sword looks even better in the daylight than it did in the twilight. Wonder how high up this kid is. Oh, almost there. Also, how cute is this chocobo? All present? Then let us proceed. Owing to the threat of the tower, the city is currently in a state of high alert, with strict restrictions on the palace for entry. Though you've been granted special permission, I ask that you remain close to me at all times. I'll consider it.
A vast rock squats upon Thavnir, and to its stony surface clings the city of Rads at Han.
What an ugly way to describe a place.
Ye who enter here are subject to the scrutiny of gods, the gate's most watchful eye. The orb which beholdeth the truth of all things.
Ooh.
Pass beneath its hot and piercing gaze, bearing down like a second midday sun.
I wouldn't have described it like that.
The fragrant haze, a mixture of sweet incense and acrid smoke. The cries of merchants mingled here with lively melodies accented by dancers' feet. Travelers seduced by vivid sound and colors were once swallowed up by patchwork streets.
Ooh.
But no such scenes to savor now. To what somber present does that divine eye bear witness?
Mercy me. A town under lockdown.
Here we are. Megaduta.
That's a very pretty house.
Seems a shame to bring you here directly. Under normal circumstances, it would have been my pleasure to show you the sights.
That's unfortunate.
And it would have been our pleasure to see them. Alas, it seems our tour of the city will have to wait.
I'm afraid so. Come, we should head inside.
He seems a bit more subdued.
Your Excellency, may I present our honored visitors?
Is this someone we know?
Ah, splendid. Most splendid.
I
Allow me
don't think
to
so.
introduce myself. I am Ahawan, satrap of Radzatan.
Hi.
Our alchemists tell me your assistance was invaluable in the creation of the warding scale.
I guess.
To be recognized in person. Thus did I have young Varshan convey you here forthwith. On behalf of my people, may I express to you our sincere gratitude.
No problem, dude.
A regrettable incident indeed. Her colleagues insist that we honor her wishes and trust in the talisman, that it will be instrumental in saving Nidana and the others. I am eager to hear your opinion on the matter, so let us not stand on ceremony. Come, sit.
I think not. This charade has gone on long enough. Show yourself.
Forgive me, but were you expecting musicians, perhaps? There are no performers waiting in the wings at present, but arrangements could be made if you'd prefer.
Nay, he hath the right of it. The time for artifice is past. Raise the curtain.
As you wish.
You travel as assistants to the students of Valdesian.
Ooh, what's all this then?
Even here have we heard of the scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Oh, is this a dragon? What a mouth!
And for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode.
Vritra, of the first brood, sibling to Hraesvelga and Nidhogg.
Aye, mine elder brothers, of Midgard's spawn, I was last to hatch.
Well, isn't this a surprise? We were told Radzat-Han had an alliance with a dragon. Not that a great worm sat in the satrap's own hall.
A necessary subterfuge, as the true tale of our nation history illustrates most effectively. In the beginning, the rock upon which our city is built was home to Vitra, and Vitra alone. In time, the ancestors of the Matanga came to the island and established a foothold. But never did they dare disturb the worm's lair.
Wise.
Next to arrive were the Aura. Adopting the example of their Akasodra allies, they too treated Vitra with reverence and respect. And for many years, an understanding between our forefathers and the Great Worm endured. Until marauding heroes from the mainland came, threatening to shatter our peace and tranquility. When it seemed all would be drowned in blood, Vitra himself came forth and quelled the rising conflict. A peaceful accord was reached, and oaths sworn in Vitra's name. Thus began the dragon's governance of the fledgling state, which was to grow into Radzat-Han.
But if Vritra is still here, then your position as satrap is just...
A charade, yes. And one which my family has performed faithfully for generations.
Interesting.
Many envy the great worms their power. Were it known that I ruled here, then the fires of war would burn without end. I would not be the flame which consumeth my people. Those few who join me in laying our country's foundations were, perforce, sworn to secrecy.
Your eye. It was taken.
'Tis here, buried within the semblance of flesh. The body before thee is but a simulacrum, constructed by the finest artisans of Razatan. With mine eye nestled within, it doth serve as an inconspicuous vessel for my will.
Ah, that would explain why I felt the presence of a dragon upon our first meeting.
Makes sense.
I am woven with words fashioned to deceive such arcane senses. Though 'twas short-lived, it seemeth thy fusion with my brother hath left thee much altered, Estinian warmblood.
I mean, we both merged with the dragon.
First, we sensed the nature of one another, yet did neither one of us bear his fangs. That is all I need know of thee for now.
Alright, it explains why this kid's been running around on his own.
Thus revealed, I have for you a proposal, not as a worm of the first brood, but as the ruler of Radz Adan.
I'm listening.
With all haste must we take in hand the finished talismans and breach this foul spire. Thence, should it lay within our power, dispel its wicked influence. Yet even with the assurance of the warding scales, the narrow confines of the tower doth limit the size of our force.
And thus denied strength in numbers, thou must choose thy soldiers with care.
Just so. Yet though our radiant host is formidable, I see a surer path before me. Thou and thy comrades have contended with a multitude of primal beings. Most recently, thou didst cast down false gods in Pagalthan and Cartanau, I am told. 'Tis upon that strength I would call. The Scions have proven themselves the most capable, and I ask that you serve as the tip of our spear. Talismans would, of course, be provided for each of thy companions. And should you agree to this undertaking, more will be provided to make use of as you see fit.
There's no denying it's a dangerous proposition, but the rewards may far outweigh the risk. Just think of what we might accomplish if we could equip all our allies with warding scales. I worry, however, that even the four of us may be too few for what you have in mind. Might we regroup with our friends first to discuss the matter?
'Tis no trifling task that I have laid before you. Go, steel your hearts and hone your plans. Such time as you require shall be spent in crafting your protective charms.
It seems a quick trip back to Sharlayan is in order.
Wilt thou not lend thine aid?
Oh, what say you, Estinian?
Must be made as a great worm or the ruler of Radz at Han. I see no reason to refuse.
Oh, very good.
Nor will I.
Such a gnarly set of fangs, though. That meeting took a rather unexpected turn, but now we have a clear objective ahead of us. Let us rejoin our comrades in Sharlayan and muster a suitable crew for our foray into the Tower of Zod. Oh, and if you haven't already done so, be sure to attune the Aetherite here before departing, unless, of course, you enjoy violent nausea. No. No, I do not. Alright, so we've done everything on this area that we're allowed to. Let's go do some real quick gamba. And then take the Thanalan way to get to Sharlayan. Go to Ethernet, go to the airship landing. Chat, I'm gonna need 3 4-digit numbers, if you have any. Woo. Regamble? Oh, I did them all. Let's go get our bigger cackpot prize. We go here. Cackpot forward. Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies. One more time. Oh shit, we got second prize! Hell yes. It was almost enough to get, like, this one. Alright. Chat, I'm going to be right back. Please, if you have some 4-digit lotto numbers, leave them in chat. Also, don't forget to have a stretch, and I'll see you when I return. Hell, we back. Oh, excuse me. Back to the music. Ooh, I need to. Where's Discord? Purchase a ticket. Give me those random numbers. Oh my god, is that Boob? Ha! Hell yes. Did that? Yeah, it did random. Yeah. Give me this one. Alright. I swear, if I win with Boob, I am here for this. Now I need to go to La Novicienta. Wait, did that put me into MGP Illionaire? Which one is this? Other? Common mark. Where's my MGP kept? Oh, here. Oh shit, we do have 1 million. What's the achievement for that? Battle character. Is it items? Currency? Alright, that's all Gil. Oh. Oh lord. We do be like breaking down a lot of things though. Battle. Oh, maybe it's under character. Gold saucer. Earn money at attractions. 10 million. Have I already done this one? Yes. That's like a chocobo. At some point I'll chocobo, but like not right now. Ooh. Unclaimed reward? Hell yeah. Midgard Zoma. Obtain a bunch of unique triple track cards. Ooh, another one? $107 unique. How many do I have? Ooh, we're not that far off. I don't think... Oh, I've won 30 roulette matches. Alright. Oh, tournament matches? I've, like, won none of those. Maybe one. This is gate. I just want to know if there's, like, one for having MGP at the same time. Ooh, in a cumulative... Sure. Oh, we're close to this one. Can I scale up this window, please? 140. A little bit too big. Ooh, we're pretty close to this one for mini Cacpot as well. Verse 24? I'm gonna add this one to the watch list. I thought I'd done all of those. Apparently, there's more. More Lord of the Millions. Oh, that's like... Gates. Oh, so I don't have to have that much on me. Let's see what we can spend 1 million on. Maybe we can get a cool mount. Orchestra and rolls. I don't get why they put these in different. Just like, give me the one menu. Oh. We could buy a Fenrir. Or we could save up the 1 million. 1 million more. And get this one. Sure, we'll do that. Alright, back to Charlian. Limbs are first. I'm like looking at what Fenrir looks like. Ooh. It's an ice doggo. That's kind of cool. And go through here. I think we need to go to the Arcanist Guild. And then talk to this person on the docks. Now I want to see if I save money. So we go here, we go... Teleport. Teleport. I think that's where we were. Yeah. Oh, we did save money. Like 1,000 gil. I hate that it costs money to travel everywhere. Like, I don't... I know there's a story reason why, but it really doesn't make sense. No, is this the one we need to go to? I think we're in the main hall. Like a gameplay logistics reason why we should. Just like give me free travel everywhere. It would make a crafter's job like so much easier. I think we go in here. Finish this quest. Just as I was getting used to balmy Favnir, we're back in chilly Charlene. Take care not to catch your death, hey? We need you for the battles to come. I know I am dressed with a little bear skin, Thancred, but trust me, I'll be fine. Now then, your investigation here remains, but when that's over, we can take stock of all the developments and discoveries. Alright, we still have to do this other main story quest. Also, I should make sure that this... I think one of... equip this one. Oops. Accidentally naked. There we go. Because at some point I need to gather a lot of shit with my miner, but I have to specifically use this pickaxe. So small. Also back to being a white mage. Alright, so this quest is helping Kryl do something. I've forgotten what it is, but we'll find out soon enough. My directions were easy enough to follow, I hope. In any case, you stand now before the doors of Numenon, Charlene's grandest collection of books and tomes. This building is actually only an entrance, and one of many of that, for the archives of Numenon extend deep beneath the surface, like the roots of a tree. The vast halls of the great Gubal Library pale in comparison to Numenon's endless means of subterranean chambers. Any citizen of Charlene is free to enter and peruse its shelves. Well, most of its shelves. Only Archons are afforded access to certain restricted vaults. I've dispatched Stolan and Raha to investigate those. Meanwhile, Alisade and Alphino will help me continue my search through the stacks open to the general public. Your status presents more of a problem. As a non-citizen, you are only permitted to browse the first floor here at the entrance. Even so, there should be a number of books which touch upon Charlene history or foreign policy. Your task will be to find and study the relevant publications. Oh, my Lanta. I promise you a working knowledge of those subjects will make it far easier to spot the sort of clues we're looking for. Let us be about it then, shall we? I've told the others to meet us at the stone benches over there once they've found some promising terms. Happy reading. Off we go. Ooh, that's a fancy floor. I'm not reading the story at all. I'm just perusing it. Hopefully that is enough. Man, I've got to get a drink when I went to the party. Where's the other one? Oh, over there. Oh, there's more? Oh, on relevant subjects. I'm just gonna go around to the mall. Ooh, a time-worn manual? Ooh, a tome. That's promising. I guess I learned enough. I wanted to make sure I'd borrowed at least a few promising volumes. Alphino and Kryl should also be along shortly. I was delayed in a similar fashion. As far as I could see, no titles in the Archon stacks mention the final day specifically, so we have no choice but to start with the tangentially relevant terms, if there are even those. At present, the plan is to skim through as quickly as we dare, share our discoveries as we make them. Would have been nice to invite everyone to the estate, plenty of comfortable places to read, and a ready supply of hot tea. Oh, I was always quite fond of reading outside. But it's not about the little pleasures, is it? You miss your home. It's been difficult. After our arrival, we managed to speak with one of the family servants to ask how things were. It seems our dear father was instructed to the staff that even if Alphino and I were to return to Sharlayan, we were not allowed to cross the threshold. A harsh measure indeed. I hope that our efforts are understood to understand his position and that of the Forum will perhaps lead to a reconciliation. So do I. We will mend this rift one day, I'm certain of it. And what of you, Graha? Have you been to visit your family? Or do they not live here in the city? Well, my situation is somewhat complicated. I was raised in Sharlayan, yes, but I was born rather further away. The southern reaches of Isbalbard. Why did that, take me forever? In fact, for generations, my people have dwelt in Corvus, the coastal region opposite the island of Fathnir. The Elegians founded a city in that fertile land and by ship brought in the subjugated tribes of the Mikot to serve as laborers. Oh, that's sad. Of course, the massive earthquake of the Fourth Umbral Calamity brought to an end their empire's reign, and then the Fifth Calamity froze the seas solid. Many of the tribes still living in Corvus braved the journey back to Eorzea. My ancestors, however, chose to remain. Oh, that's cool. And they might prevent the remnants of Elegian technology from being misused. Isn't Corvus under Garlean rule? For the past 50 years, yes. Some semblance of local culture remains, as is the case for most imperial provinces. But Garlemald renamed the region Lucus Eminus. When I was a boy, a nearby town came under the jurisdiction of an illustrious imperial family, the nobles of House Darnus. House Darnus demonstrated a singular interest in Elegian civilization, and so my tribe was forced to consider a plan of action. For some time already, voices have been raised in favor of abandoning our ancient customs. After all, the Elegian eye no longer passed to our eldest children as reliably as it once had. Fear of discovery eventually tipped the scales, and the decision was made to bury our ties to the knowledge of and traditions of Alag. As the last child born with the Elegian eye, I was given over to the custody of friends in the students of Basildon. Baldacian, who had me registered as a Sharlayan citizen. Oh. I'd never even considered. Forgive me, it was an unkind question. Even Thancred was taken by Archon Louisois. Was he not? Stories of adopted waifs and rescued orphans are more common among Sharlayans than you might think. Yet, regardless of our origins, we are all provided with an equal opportunity to learn, and with sufficient perspicacity, we outsiders can even earn the vaunted title of Archon. This is exactly why I have such a love for this country. Hello? I think there is something in my throat. And why I wish it to remain a nation of which its citizens can be proud. Hear, hear. Another good reason to get to the bottom of the foreign stubbornness, aside from the trifling matter of our impending doom. Excuse us while we try to make some headway in these books, Grail. More companies should be arriving any moment now. I think I might go grab some water. Oh my lanta. Alright, we peep a return. Where are you, game? There you are. We've returned with our selections. Although I must say, the pickings were quite slim indeed. Mistress Cryle has already flicked through every history book devoted to disasters, and more than a few which barely made mention of them. As such, we'll be looking into research papers at the on the umbral calamities, as well as articles written by prominent forum members. Perhaps their knowledge of the final days comes from an unexpected source. Speaking of which, might I ask you a few questions related to the final days? I am the only one here who didn't witness the events of Armorot firsthand, and I fear I may be overlooking critical details. Sure thing. My thanks. Now, where to begin? First things first, what kind of phenomena did ancients encounter as the final days grew nigh? Ah, yes, the unfolding catastrophe wrought havoc on all manner of life. The chaos extended to the ancients themselves, causing their powers of creation to spiral out of control. Fear and despair manifested in terrible, tangible fashion. Meteors raining from the sky, fire erupting from the ground, indescribable abominations prowling the streets. That more or less aligns with my understanding. If only the arts of creation had survived until the present day, we might have had something substantial to analyze. To the best of our knowledge, however, those techniques were not preserved or passed on. Stoller surmises that the closest known magic is that of the summoning rituals promulgated? That feels like the wrong word. By the Asians. I don't know what happened there. Was there aught else of which heralded the approach of the final days? You're starting to speak like a younger. Yo, what is up, Adam? Hey, no problems. I'm glad to see you here, though. I hope you had an amazing visit with friends and family. Yes, the Ordines spoke of it, didn't they? We never hear this sound ourselves, of course, thrust as we were into the midst of madness. But it seems that each and every one of the catastrophes was preceded by this ominous note. Eventually it resounded all across the star, and not even Armorot was spared. I have, apart from my eyes, which is just like super rough week, I've been mostly like even keel. Tomorrow, probably not going to be super fun because I have to go to the dentist. I say that like he isn't the best darn dentist I've ever been to, but like even the best dentist sometimes can't make a residual pain go away. So the ground is crying out, you say, to be considered by the harbinger of doom. It must have been quite distinctive, probably quite loud. I'll have to speak with none of Numenon's marmots and ask after any books which make mention of such a sound. Last but not least, would you describe how the ancients sought to quell this unprecedented calamity? What definitive action did they take? I think they did this one before this one, or at the same time. I believe it was Zodiac who was summoned in response to the final days. Many sacrificed themselves to bring him into being, with Elidibus serving at his heart. We do not know exactly how Zodiac brought salvation to the star, only that by his godlike will were the laws of nature set aright. But I thought they also summoned Heidelin? I'm a little bit confused. I must have missed something. Then, once the balance was redressed, the Ancient offered up a further sacrifice to heal the ravages of the final days. Lives sprouted anew, and it was these fledgling souls they intended to render unto Zodiac. A trade that would have allowed them to resurrect the shades of loved ones absorbed by the primal. Or might have, had Vanetta and her fellows not manifested their opposition in the form of Heidelin. There we go, she was second summoned. Alright. Regardless of how long you've been away, glad to see you back, Adam. Thank you so much for popping in. Thank you, both of you, for the detailed review. I feel much more confident now in my understanding of events. No problems, Kryl. With that all freshly in mind, it does make me wonder what the Telophoroi truly mean when they speak of bringing back the final days. We've seen what they're doing with those towers of theirs, forcing people to summon primals as a kind of catalyst. Are they attempting to mirror the conditions caused by the unstable creation magics? Or are they simply using the final days as a figure of speech? A convenient metaphor for the scale of destruction they plan to unleash? Please no. But this is all pointless conjecture at this stage. Let us return to our attention to the forum, shall we? We should keep an eye out for your stroller. But 'tis time we began studying these research papers. Alright, I'll keep an eye out for her. Oh wait, no. I wanna... Oh no! Oh, never mind. There she is. Am I the last, am I? Well, my extended search of the Archon's snatch produced one or two possibly useful books, but I wouldn't get your hopes up. If you recall, Urianger learned of the source of reflections from the Grun oracles for its potential cause panic and confusion. That term was deemed apocrypha and sealed away in the Great Gubal Library. 'Tis even less likely that the knowledge of the unsundered world, not to mention the horrors of the final days, would be left sitting on a shelf for any curious scholar to find. So true, friends. Hopefully we find something. It stands to reason, then, that my colleagues, be they archons or counsellors, should perforce be largely ignorant of the subject. Yet, when you confronted Master Fulchinol with the knowledge of the Telophoroi and their machinations, he scoffed at the suggestion that they posed a threat. He seemed adamant that the Forum would know if the final days were truly upon us, which only supports the conclusion that whatever privileged wisdom is guiding the Forum's behavior, it is being kept secret for the rest of the nation. Oop. That's no good. Not that I mean to excuse myself from reading duty. Whether they contain mention of the final days or no, these books yet hold something of value. You weren't thinking of leaving, were you? There's plenty of work for everyone. You labor for what feels like an age as your Stolar's research assistant. Hell yes. 2 new cards. Alright, Kryl, what have you got for me? Oh dear, but you look exhausted. But what about your studies? Were you able to find any books on subjects that I mentioned? Then the day was well spent. Should you wish to read them again, A mammoth to the reference deck will point you in the right direction. For the moment, though, I suggest you take a well-deserved rest. We might be occupied with our research for quite some time. Whoop, new boots. Probably just going to desynth them. Yep, they are lower level. And apparently I have to desynth like 4,000 items, I think it was. Did I bookmark that one? No, it was this one. And I need to do like 200 more of these. Ready for a tea break, Scarale? I know I am. Honestly, my neck and shoulders are going to calcify if I don't stretch my legs and walk around for a bit. Woo! Girl, you need to improve your reading posture. You know the last down at the harbour, don't you? Come and meet me outside, near the outside tables. I'll treat you to their coffee. It's quite good. Alright, I'm down. Anyone else want a coffee while I'm at the cafe? Take like the teleporter over. What do you mean? Scholars Harbour. As busy as ever, I see. How very Charlene that no other gourmet cafe has sprung up to compete for customers. Actually, this crowd gives me an idea. Before we place an order, why don't we ask a few questions and gauge the mood of the city? I'm interested to hear what the average citizen has to say about the Telephoroi. We might even learn something new. Worth a try, don't you think? Sure. What is it? Can't a man not enjoy a moment of private respite? If you're looking to share a tale, then I respectfully request you look elsewhere. Or to this. I'm gonna like skip over these, I think. Is that it? Oh, no, we talked to Diggin. Welcome, sir. What can I offer you today? Wait, is that Mistress Alice I see there? My word, how long has it been? Far too long. Meet Dickon, the owner of the Last Stand. I used to frequent his cafe on occasion, in between lessons at the studium. It seems like an age now. I remember hearing that you and Master Alphino had set sail for Eorzea, but then you never came back. Oh, excuse me. Lately there's been gossip about your father disowning the pair of you. Everything all right at home? It's complicated, and I hadn't expected complete strangers to be so familiar with our situation quite so quickly. Everyone has an opinion, it seems. Well, it is House Levieux. No matter how discreet Master Fulchinor may have been, news of your family's doings never stays secret for long. Things being as they are, what brings you back to the city now, of all times? We have questions, and only the Charlene has answers. Tell me, Master Deacon, have you heard anything about an apocalypse called the Final Days? What? Like the end of the world? Huh. Nothing like that, I'm afraid. And that's what you're here to find? Information on this apocalypse? Yes. Whatever we can learn. Unfortunately, your patrons appear to be unwilling to speak to me. I wish there was more I could do to help. But maybe you can. Maybe there is. You're a visitor to Charlian, aren't you? That's me. Then few will know your face. Excuse me. We should be able to pass you off as a server, with none the wiser. We're just finished preparing a few orders. Strike up some friendly conversation while you're setting down the food, and you might just get the answers you're looking for. Ooh. Cafe job, Porsche. Not a bad idea. I hate to ask, but what do you think? Sure. I have just the outfit. That's the spirit. Pay attention now, and I'll explain where each of these dishes needs to go. The tea is set for the chatty group, seated by the water's edge. The omelette for one of our regulars, a Highlander by the name of Grishla. She's sitting outside the I'm never gonna remember this. I hope the game writes it down. Now let me... Oh, wrong button. Change into an appropriate outfit. Do we just do it in the order he said? Ah, my tea set. Lovely, thank you. The Telepa who? I'm sorry, I've never heard of them or their final days. My friends and I are somewhat uninformed when it comes to current events. Now, if you wanted to hear about ritual arcane practices of the Sixth Astral Era, common or esoteric, then I'd be happy to talk your ear off. Maybe another time. Ah, finally, 2468. Let's dig in. No time to waste. What? The Telophroi? Ah, yes, I remember seeing the name in the latest gazette. That and some grand claim about the end of days. Same old senseless warmongering. When will these fools grow tired of spilling each other's blood? Best stay out of it, I say. The forum made the right choice, and I fully support our decision to remain neutral. Good on you, Queen. At last, the oven-baked lobster is mine. You have no idea how long I've scrimped and saved and suffered to afford this heavenly dish. I kind of feel bad serving this to someone. The final days? This is the first I've heard of it. Although that would explain why my friend has been rushed off his feet. It must be a busy time to be a gleaner. You don't know what a gleaner is there? Collectors of a sort. Travel the world procuring things that we haven't got here in Charlayan. Priceless books, unusual live specimens, and so forth. So named for those folk who trail after the reapers in the field, picking up every grain that was missed. Aye, by all accounts, gleaning is a most meticulous and demanding profession. So, if these Telophroi make good on their audacious threats, then many uncatalogued rarities could be lost forever. Why else would the gleaners be buzzing about in such a frenzy? Watch the harbour. You'll see what I mean. They're carting loads in from the docks all day. It's never been this hectic before. Not like this. Alright, we got it. Any trouble with the customers? Were you able to get everyone talking? Interesting. They seem very unaware of the final days aside from whatever vague news the gazettes are printing. Even Dickon had nothing to offer, and he's the best source of gossip in the city. The forum does have secret knowledge. Then they've done an impressive job of ensuring no one whispers it into the wrong ear. In any case, thank you for playing the part so well. Here, that cup of coffee I promised. Sip, sip. Let's enjoy our drink somewhere else, shall we? Maybe behind the peristyle, away from the gossips and their wagging tongues. I do enjoy a good cup of coffee. Yes, this should do nicely. Out of the wind, out of sight.
When our father disowned us, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. It wasn't until much later that his words began to sink in, that I began to feel the weight of what it meant. Do you remember when the decision was made to come to Charlian? Grahas said that the Forum was determined to keep us in the dark, and that Father's venomous performance was part of that strategy, to keep us at arm's length. Perhaps it was. Father argued with Grandfather on many occasions, but never with such dismissive contempt. And when he demanded what justifies the sacrifices we make in war, I honestly didn't know what to say.
Poor girl.
Neither did Alpha know, I know, but never for one moment did I believe we had made the wrong choice. So all I could do was fume silently. It was only afterwards that I realized how childish I had been, how being stubborn and self-righteous must run in the family. If I could have just mustered a civil response, then things might have turned out differently. They must be ferrying goods to Labyrinthos. A vast complex beneath the island. Charlian is famous for archiving knowledge from around the world. Well, that knowledge is not preserved exclusively in dusty tomes and desiccated samples. Our living library, comprised of all manner of flora and fauna, is housed and studied within that underground facility.
Ooh.
Still, that did seem to be an unusually large shipment. When I lived here, it was rare to even see such cargo transported by boat. Wait! Didn't you hear something in the last stand about the gleaners coming and going more than usual? Well, I think they're the ones we saw manning those boats. And gleaners answer to the Forum. If the appearance of the Telophoroi prompted this sudden burst of activity, then Labyrinthos may hold a clue as to what the Forum is planning.
Ooh, maybe. We are absolutely numing through these levels. Holy heck, is that Jack? What is up, my friend? Welcome in. We should tell the others what we've learned about the Gleaners. Go on ahead to Numenon. I'll join you in a moment. Master Dickon will want his cups back. That's a good girl, Alisaid. How are you doing this afternoon, Jack? Also, have you met Scarell before? Scarell, stop. Say hi to Jack. Say, hello. How are you, Jack? I'm a man bun. Hell yes. We'd love to hear that you're good. Just like do a run over to there. Maybe not. We'll TP here and walk down. It's right. Otherwise, I will, no cap, probably get lost on the long way. Hi, Crow. Welcome back, Scarell. Been for a walk and cleared your head, have you? Not exactly. We did some impromptu investigating and turned up information on the Gleaners. Wicked. It makes sense. The Gleaners take their requests directly from institutions and bureaucrats, but, as you say, they ultimately answer to the Forum. A sudden and significant increase in Gleaner traffic in cargo, it certainly gives the impression that of an overarching plan beginning to be put in motion. I cannot talk tonight. Let us see what theory we can build from the facts. As Justola observed earlier, Numenon's archives appear to contain no information concerning the final days. Coupled with what Scarell and Alisaid learned at the last stand, we can reasonably be sure that most Sharlayans know nothing of that particular period of ancient history. Yet my father and his colleagues are not only familiar with the final days, but are also somehow certain that the description being perpetrated by the Telophoroi is wholly unlike these apocalyptic events. Moreover, the Forum claims to be so occupied of a duty of such pressing importance that they saw fit to unanimously deny Eorzea's request for aid. And now the Gleaners, official agents of the state, have been mobilized on an unprecedented scale. I do not think it is a stretch to conclude that the Gleaners' recent activities are in service to the Forum's secretive ends. In which case, our next course of action seems obvious. We should visit Labyrinthos and assess the situation for ourselves. And if we are lucky, the Gleaners will be far more receptive to our questions. This one. Oh, I would hate to spoil the surprise. As for myself, there are a few more subjects I would like to research. I may join you later, but feel free to leave behind your borrowed books to be on your way. I'll see that each is returned to its proper place. Hell yes, what a lovely Graha. That would be a great help. Thank you, Raha. Let's head down the stairs over there. I'll show you where the entrance is. over here. Whee! How about a wee? Ready? Labyrinthos is not too far from here, but you may find the path a bit disoriented. Oh no, I'm gonna get lost, chat. I'll take the lead, so stay close. Oh, we on a follow mission? Oh my god, why does she walk? No, Alice, run! Faster, Alice. You're too damn slow. Oh, now we run. Let's go. Just needed a little bit of a push. Ooh. Girl, I'm catching up with you. Up here. Ah, the rostra. Not far now. Where are we going? Where are we going again? Are we there yet? Oh! Here we are! Through this door and down the stairs. You did remember to attune to the shard back there, didn't you? It'll make your life much easier if you need to come back in a hurry. Otherwise, we should keep moving. Chat. I think, however, that for tonight I am done. Thank you all so heckin' much for hanging out. Let's go say hi to Cobb. Oh, they are the most amazing Speedy Bean. Let's bring this up. Doing some like bug speed runs right now. Go to them on. And friend, don't forget tomorrow no stream because I'm going to the dentist. We should be back the day after if I'm like feeling great. But of course, until I see you next time, remember, stay hydrated and Barry loves you, even if nobody else does.